The starting. And as a coach, Dan. What's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything. From the way we practice, to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotation. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Pippen. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's LeBron at the three, the small forward. Now here's Leonard. Down low. Here's Bryant. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
The defense has got to cover Bryant everywhere. Otherwise, he'll just keep finding looks whenever he wants.
LeBron outside. Pippen a screen on Antetokounmpo from deep LeBron. Another three for Cleveland.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Durant, back to Kobe. A three from Leonard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the three from the other end.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. O'Neal sets the screen for Antetokounmpo. Over Abdul-Jabbar. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
Now here's James. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Castellanos. Curry against Leonard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Chamberlain with it. James with it, guarded by Kobe. Outside for Pippen. Chamberlain a screen. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Leonard finds KD. Shoots it up. And Curry pulls it down.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Curry. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Leonard the bounce pass. Bulls moving the ball around. High post, KD. Working on James. 6 on the shot clock. Durant gets to Kobe. Fires it up. And it falls over the rim and in. Kobe's got his second basket of the game.
And it takes a Herculean defensive effort to rattle Bryant. He sinks contested shots at will. How about his focus?
Now, here's Pippen. Abdul-Jabbar in the corner. Back to Pippen. Chamberlain with a screen on Kobe. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Making the effort to create for his team. Pippen uses the pick and roll flawlessly.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
That one good for 2.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
LeBron dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. Looking for Chamberlain. He gets it there. Unable to get that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Here's Giannis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And what I love about Giannis, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up. It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Leonard against Curry. Now here's Leonard. He's covered closely. Outside, Antetokounmpo. From deep, Bryant. No good that time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cavaliers lead by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Kobe. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Durant. And at the Kobe rises and hammers it home.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
James, the pass to Chamberlain. And here's Pippen, guarded by Kobe. Chamberlain with a screen on Bryant. Back to Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, DA. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin. And I think two things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
LeBron kicks to Curry. Tries yet again. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim. And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an excellent season. How about 30 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists? Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
And a deep three from Bryant. The long-distance three is buried. Bryant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pippen, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Floats it up for Pippen. Bryant with the steal. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Chamberlain. Pippen against Bryant. Unloads. And against Sacramento. Leonard, the pass to Kobe. Here is Durant. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
Outside Curry. Back to James. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Bryant finds Giannis. Leonard on the wing. O'Neal sets the screen for Leonard. 5 on the clock. Lets it go. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 5. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pippen, the pass to James. Oh, good on the triple.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And here's KD for 3. They get it back. And to Tacumbo. No good on that one. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Curry. The shot missing. Big D that time from Leonard.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, very difficult to just stop Kawhi inside. He's a powerful player who commits to his attacks.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the half. James with it. Pippen for 3. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
How about that? Just a perfect finish to the half as they tack on another 3 to their lead.
So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Taking a peek now at... That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Chamberlain is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Curry. Then it's James. And it's Pippen in at the 1. Kicks it out to Giannis. The three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Bryant gets a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got his 4th assist in this one. LeBron outside. Curry on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Pulls it from the elbow. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Pass to Pippen. Back to LeBron. A fader. Oh, LeBron from long distance.
From way back there. I mean, LeBron's just showing off now.
To the inside. And stolen by Chamberlain. Here's LeBron. He's got 10. Here's a good. He hits again.
And he's now scored the second most points in NBA history. And don't expect him to stop there.
Year to year to year, his consistency of excellence dominates the sports headline.
And you think about what it means to pass up someone like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and now to be chasing LeBron. That's as newsworthy as you can get.
Bulls trail by 9. To the middle. Here's Leonard. In the paint. Kawhi gets it done.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
James looking around. Fires from deep. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Durant's there, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Pippen fires James. And another shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Steph Curry. Coming off a terrific season. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, second in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused. Completely automatic. On the wing, Bryant. Guarded by Pippen. Oh, the silky smooth three from KD.
And that's a scary sight for the defense. The last thing you want is for Durant to find his rhythm from downtown.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Second, Stephen Curry.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Pippen outside. It's Abdul-Jabbar, high post. Durant's there. And here's LeBron outside. And Shaq pulls it down. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Cavaliers. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Both good from the line that time.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
LeBron with the bucket.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Got that one up quick. Bryant's got 5 points now this quarter.
You gotta be right up on Kobe because he is ready to pull it at any moment.
Pippen dishes to LeBron. Pippen a screen on Bryant. Here's James. Outside for Curry. Leonard with the steal. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 3. Outside Bryant. Chamberlain against Giannis. Shaq with a screen on Chamberlain. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Antetokounmpo out there with Durant. Then there's Kobe, and it's Shaq in at the 5. LeBron against Antetokounmpo. Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
The Cavaliers trailing. Now, here's Pippen. From deep LeBron. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Here's Giannis. There's Giannis with the slam.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He told the players, "You guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break." Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thanks, David.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace. The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. In whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Pippen. It's stolen by Bryant. Kobe getting it done in transition.
The pure athleticism of Bryant, breaking away and not letting anyone get in his path.
Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's LeBron. It's hauled in by Giannis. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now. I like watching Kobe when he's in that slash mode to the rim. Plays with force, knows how to get to the stripe.
Kobe Bryant.
He hits the second from the line. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And here is James. Pass to Pippen. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go.
On the wing, Kobe. And the Bulls with another miss.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Curry, good.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Leonard on the wing, guarded by Curry. And Shaq with the slam.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
James, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. There's a minute 47 left here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Leonard against Curry. O'Neal sets the screen for Antetokounmpo. And they double up Giannis. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Curry kicks to Pippen. The 3 from LeBron. James connects from deep.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Leonard against Curry. Shot left block. Leonard no luck.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
KD against LeBron. Chamberlain dishes to James. Second shot opportunity. Chamberlain, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And the 3 off target. 6-second difference between the shot and gameplay. Leonard looking around. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Curry. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Pippen. KD against LeBron. Pippen with the steal. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
Durant for 3. Count it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play, and boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Five seconds left in the fourth. From deep, James. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. They've got Curry. James is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's Pippen. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5 spot. Second chance shot. It's blocked by Shaq. Leonard on the wing. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
It's great being your partner.
Like me.
And here's Kobe for 3. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And that's a bounce back 3, and they're back in the lead.
Giannis against LeBron. Chamberlain a screen. And they called a foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
On the free throw, no good. Chicago's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
James in the high post. Giannis is there. LeBron, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Durant kicks to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. To the paint. Here's Kobe. Kobe in close.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
Right side, Pippen. Outside, Curry. Pass to James. Pocket 6. Over Giannis. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Shaquille O'Neal.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Now Curry. James in the post, guarded by O'Neal. A shot by LeBron, no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for 2, Shaquille O'Neal.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. What is on the line here?
Crowd is so focused.
Here's James. Good. And now they trail by just 4. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Kawhi Leonard.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Timeout called, Cleveland. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Chamberlain with a screen on Bryant. Back to Curry. Pass to Pippen. Puts up a 3. That shot, no good. So the Bulls win it, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
They probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Giannis, some early struggles, but what got you going?
Just trust myself. Just have confidence in myself. That's what my teammates want me to do. They want me to stay aggressive. They want me to make the right play. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. Sometimes you have a bad game and you let your teammates down, but at the end of the day, you got to pick it up because your teammates need you. And I'm going to be here for my teammates all day long.
Well, you were certainly there down the stretch, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
That was like 10, 15 minutes of
say does that?
Welcome to 2K Sports Annual many things to love about opening day. What's tops on your list, RJ?
A lot of things, really. But, man, the energy in the building. This house is rocking. These fans are so pumped up and optimistic about their team right now.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. We've got Kawhi Leonard. He's out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's O'Neal in at the 5 down low. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Inside. Stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Bryant. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And that was a good read from Leonard. Noticing the overcommitment and exploiting it.
Here's Chamberlain. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. We talked about his matchup against the highly touted Victor Wembanyama, and Coach told me Victor's combination of speed and size creates a lot of problems on both ends of the floor, so we've got to play a physical brand of basketball to just keep him out of rhythm. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him, B.A.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
That one misses for Antetokounmpo. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once
he got that edge, he never lost it. Cleveland shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
A member of the NBA 75 team. Kawhi's done pretty much everything on the court. Multiple Finals MVP, multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. I mean, we're watching an all-timer in Leonard.
Now, here is James. Pass to Durant. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Now here's Leonard. Screen by O'Neal. And here's Bryant. 4 on the clock. Over on Antetokounmpo. Bryant, no good.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
The fadeaway. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
The teardrop. And the basket by Pippen.
Man, it's not always Leonard's forte, but he's really developed a solid passing game.
The Bulls have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Antetokounmpo outside. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Tatum passes to James. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Here's Pippen, hounded by Tatum. Leonard for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Antetokounmpo, left side. Back to James. Durant, looking around. Back to James. Tatum, a screen on Leonard. The shot by James, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss.
For Cleveland.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Durant finds Tatum. It's James on the wing. Leonard defending. It's deflected. Outside Durant. Hits a three-pointer.
This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
Bryant, the pass to Wembanyama. Off target from outside. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
It's tipped. Here's Pippen, guarded by Durant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Leonard. He's got 7. Over James. Rebound by the Bulls. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers at... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Here's James. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Tatum. Still no points. Shot clock at 5. Here's Durant. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Bryant. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled into every crowd.
And he dunks it down.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. The Cavaliers leading. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's the pick. Leonard for three. Giannis with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now, here is James. Covered by Bryant. Outside Durant. From outside the arc. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Bryant with the bucket.
Now put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
It's time for the Bulls crew in the 3-1-2. It's time to get out for your 3-1-2 crew.
And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for DeAndre Hunter.
I don't think anyone expected to see his production drop off the way it has over the last few games. But I have to credit the defenses he's been facing. They've done their homework, and they're finding ways to hold him down. And now he needs to find new ways to beat them.
Now, here is James. Here's the three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Cleveland has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4". Skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Here's James. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. The strength of the king.
But at this point in time, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Pippen, pass to Bryant. To the inside, O'Neal. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Durant. And he lobs it up.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Assisted Kevin Durant.
1:51 left in the second quarter. Here's Pippen. Pass to Leonard. Wembanyama with it. Now Bryant. Shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. James against Bryant. James passes to Tatum. The three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Pippen. Outside Wembanyama. Now Leonard, guarded by Durant. And there's Leonard on the assist from Wembanyama. Leonard's got 10.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Durant. Outside Tatum. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter.
Taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
Leonard on the wing. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Chicago with a board.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Now Durant. 6 points for him. James, right side. Nice open look, but it's no good.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
I only have 2 words for you. Elbow, famich. Establish yourself inside. Good things will happen. That's right, Ernie.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here at Chicago, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And that is going to do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
On the court right now for Cleveland, they've got Kobe Bryant, Kawhi Leonard out there with Victor Wembanyama, and it's Pippen in at the point. Now here's Tatum for the lead. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Tatum's got 5 now. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Now, here is James. Oh, solid D from Leonard.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Pass to Bryant. Beyond the arc. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
James outside. And he's going for the oop. Look at Giannis go up and get it.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Cleveland has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. It's stolen by Tatum. And a fast break now for the Bulls. On the wing, Durant. James outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. And it's a 4-point Chicago lead.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Bryant, a screen on Tatum. Bryant, left side. Outside for Wembanyama. Ooh, Wembanyama, just too good.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Outside Durant. Stolen by Bryant. Fast break Cleveland. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Pass to Durant. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Snatched away. Here's the break. Here's Bryant. Oh, throw it down. Wow. Ooh, an incredible double clutch dunk.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Chamberlain. He has 6. Tatum from long range. Kobe grabs the miss. Pass to Pippen. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Greg.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
For 3, Durant. That shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Pippen, pass to Wembanyama. Pass to Leonard. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And what's working here,
timeout.
Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
Even when the ball would swing away from him, he would rotate and challenge the shot.
Five to shoot. Run. And again, Chicago, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
So it's Chicago now, after the basket by Cleveland. And here's Durant. He has 6. Durant, so effective inside.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard outside. Can he keep it going? That shot, no good. The shot, no good. And so it's Cleveland closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. They've got James. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Chamberlain in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Bryant outside. The 3 is up. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Antetokounmpo outside. Back to James. Classic move by LeBron James.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Antetokounmpo against Bryant. Fires for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Antetokounmpo for 3. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. James against Leonard. Antetokounmpo outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Durant against Wembanyama. Bryant outside. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Pass to Tatum. They set the screen to the middle. Shot clock at 2. Here's Chamberlain. To tie it up. And it's good on the layup. And that ties it up.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Pippen, pounded by Tatum. Here's Bryant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First team foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Kobe Bryant. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And both free throws good for Bryant.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Outside Tatum. It's James on the wing. The kick to Tatum. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Tatum to the rack. To take the lead. O'Neal pulls it in. And it's Leonard with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Durant against Bryant. Pass to James. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Guarding James has always been a challenge. So good at getting the better of the defense.
He gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Cleveland has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Leonard inside. James is there. Shot by Leonard, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Here's James. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
If there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Leonard against James. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, Bron with the big boy moves. Look, he just absorbs the foul, still getting the shot, doesn't even feel it.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Certainly some pressure on those free throws, but he still delivered.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Durant against Wembanyama. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And the second of two is good. And that'll put him up 2. So it's the Bulls taking the W in a close one. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill.